So this is my new workspace. I meant to take a video prior to it being filled with boxes. I do have one light window which has a tree right in front of it, which is great because that means that I don't have to hide it or shut the blinds or anything like that. So I just got to the house. There's no energy. It has been shut off. So we need to get that back. I can only work until a certain amount of time today because I'm gonna have no lights and to see. But most of the IKEA stuff that I need is here. And then there's a different shelf that is gonna go up there. So I'll start building. You'll get like a sense of what I'm doing. But I only have that window and a certain amount of time before I run out of dead lights. So I'm gonna get to work and see what happens. Okay, so I have this one up. However, there's like something that went off. I thought I had bought the one that had the 5 rows instead of the 4 rows. I don't know how I ended up with this one because there's like a 3-part situation, like 3 boxes that you need to get with this. But I don't know how I ended up getting this one because it's not the size that I want it. And then there's like this extra pieces right here that I'm not really sure where they go or what to do with them. I think there's like a different setup, but this is a matte one. That's a glossy one, and they were all in the same section. They all had the same number. So I have no idea what just happened. All I know is that now I have like extra stuff for, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe it'll be fixed somehow. I still have those boxes, which I know that those go together, but I had the 3 boxes that they require you to get. So IKEA, what'd I do wrong? Like, that was I supposed to only grab 2? Because the lady yelled at me when I was like trying to cash out. Anyway, that was a nightmare. It's done. I wish I was taller, but we're here, so whatever, I guess. I'm gonna start building these. Hopefully it won't be such a nightmare, so we'll see where it goes. I just got back. I'm exhausted. I look like complete garbage, but you know what? It's going great so far. Except that my drill was completely out of battery and I didn't have a screwdriver. So I couldn't finish the tables that I wanted. However, the room is coming out together. I had more space than I anticipated. So good job on measuring, Natalia. You did great. Fabric is there. I think most of my fabric, if not all, 100% of my fabric is already there. We put it in the cubes. And then tomorrow I'm going to tackle 2 tables, bringing in the sewing machines, and then hopefully more. It is my mom's birthday, so I don't know how much I can get done. But I am planning to like take my closet and like literally everything else in that room like in 2 days. That's the hardest room of the whole house, and it's my studio, so yay me. I am so proud of myself right now. All right, so I don't know where the last part I left for the vlog, but I think I put this up prior to recording and I just finished putting this stuff. I am so pleased with it. I went to Home Depot and I got like a giant plywood of wood that could be soft enough for me to be able to work on it, however thick enough for me to be able to work on it. So I ended up splitting it into 2 because I guess they cannot go over 36 inches for the cutting. So I ended up doing 38 on both sides, and then 60 inches long, so then my cutting board could fit on top. I put it on 2 IKEA, I don't know the name of it, up there, but then I also secured it with this, and then underneath it, like there's about 3 securing things that are putting these 2 boards together. I sanded the sides and then also the corner so then I wouldn't hurt myself. But I finally have a cutting table that is big enough, sturdy enough to handle how I work with this. And then I have that guy up there and then the box of fabrics, and then I have more fabrics over here. So there's tons more that I need to organize, but so far so good. So I grabbed this from Joann's. Sometimes they have some really cool deals because I think this cutting mat is like over $100. However, whenever they have some really good sales, you can really snag up some good stuff. So sometimes they have like the 20% when you shop online and pick up in store. So I ended up doing that on top of the sale that they were having. So I grabbed this for like $44, I believe. And this is a 36 by 59 inch cutting mat. I believe. And that is like how wide it is, including this. However, the cutting board internally is 55 by 32. So it does have a little bit of extra space, but because the sizing was so off, I ended up adding a little extra because I rather have over than under. So then you'll see that all around it has just like a little bit. I could have gone with this being only like a 1/2 inch, kind of like this guy right here, but I wanted to be very sure about the measurement. So this is how it looks. I'm going to grab like a sticky thing that I can put on all corners so it doesn't move. But like, honestly, it's very hard for it to move. So I could be okay with it like this. However, I think I'm going to secure it. I'm not going to put screws over it because it can snag on my fabric. So I completely forgot to do an intro to the finale of the video of how the studio looks like now. So that's what I'm doing right now. What you're about to see is a tour of how I ended up organizing it and where it's at in the stages. So enjoy that part. All right, let's begin. So let's start with the center of a room. This is my cutting table. My last cutting table broke. I got it off of Amazon and it was like $100. It was just really bad. I would suggest that if you're gonna have a cutting table where you're gonna put some weight to it, spend some money on it. I should have recorded the whole building of it, but honestly, I was trying to move so fast that I said, you know what, I don't have time for that. So here it is. But I could do like a let's shop for the table situation in case you do really want to know how the cutting table was made. It is really, really sturdy. And here I have a bunch of cubes. These guys right here are actually filing ones that I was supposed to use for filing, but now they're all my patterns. So I have a bunch of patterns in there that I grab, I edit, I kind of twist to whatever I want to convert into. And then all the way down here and all these black ones right here are all fabric. So I'm not going to open one by one because that will be just way too much. I have fabric over here. I have my light over here because this light is yellow lighting and I'm blind. I can't really see too much without my glasses. And without good lighting. So I definitely had to put this one up here. I had this stand that I got off of Amazon from when I was streaming and doing like makeup tutorials on my table. So it came super handy keeping it and just plopping it up there so I could have some light. And then these little light bulbs I have to change. That's something that I still have to do. So let's move down to this side. Actually, let's start over here with this beauty. This body form I found off of Facebook Marketplace. They had all the extra pieces. So this is a French European dress form. It's a size 12, but it had an arm, both shoulders, and then also this little dress to pad, which she also gave me all this stuff for. Nope, it's not there. It's here. I'm actually a size 12. If I need to pad it, I can. And I feel like it's a good medium to get started. But also these things are expensive. So I'm just gonna use it as much as I can. And you know, I'm no profesh, but I'm learning. I'm going through it, you know, and I'm taking classes. So I'm doing what I can. Okay, all these over here. This is also an IKEA one. I was supposed to get the 5x5, but somehow I ended up getting 4x4. I'm not really sure how. I think I grabbed the wrong thing. Ended up getting this one, filled it all with fabric. I have my embroidery machine up here, which I've had forever. That brother one has not steered me wrong. It has been so good to me, so love her. I have my Bernina accessories, some illustration books, some fashion books up there, illustration markers. I have my grommet machine back here with also my Bernina accessory box that I keep for maintenance. Bought my grommet maker. And then I have a bunch of stuff back here, which is a background paper for when I'm doing either streaming, photo shoots, or anything like that. And then I have a bunch of rolls of fabric all the way back there. I have some fabric that I'm gonna show on a haul right here. And then I have more fabric down there. My work bag. I have all my sewing thread that is not embroidery, except for these ones back here. They're over here. So then I know exactly which colors I need, what I'm going to be using, blah, blah, blah. These are the backings, what's gonna go on the bobbin for my embroidery thread, which is all the way over there. I got 2 IKEA tables over here, serger, sewing machine. I got a little stool because I find it very useful so that I can still use this space. I need to do a haul of that, which is what I got at Thrift Palooza, which I'm hoping I'm saying it right. So in the last apartment, all this white thing used to be my closet, which was inside of the workroom, which just didn't work out. I honestly was running out of space so badly. And here you'll see that I have collab, so not really showing you that. A box for my boots that I can't put anywhere because, as you can see, is like gigantic. Tools, old serger that still works. I'm gonna keep it so whenever friends come over for sewing parties, they're there. Stuffing and padding for anything that needs to be padded. Things are ready to be on sale for the next farmer market over here. Some blankets that I need to utilize and change. Don't worry about it. And then some pieces that I need to finish. Bags are ready for sale. They're going for the farmer's market. And then down here is all the clothing pieces that either people have given me, my husband or myself, or people have just given me. My bestie gave me some garments so that I can change them and give them a new life. I need to get rid of these before I start accepting anything else. So yeah, I've been putting a pause on receiving things. Patterns that I'm working on are changing. I like to buy patterns that I'm like, okay, this is cool, but I still need to zhuzh it up a little bit. So I have some there so you can see that the brown paper and like the white paper are some of mine. I have cutting board. We already talked about the embroidery thread. There's blankets and then haul that is going to go with that because I got way too much. And then all this over here, I'm so proud of it because I organized it so well, except for the top. The top I'm still working on, which is basically all my tech that I'm using and charging and yada, yada, yada. So I have bags, bucket hats all up here. They're going to go for the next farmer's market. I got a label maker. Now down here, I have all this thread that I want to use on some designs, and I've thrifted because people dump bags and new boxes off of them. And I was like, you know what? There's so much that I could do with them. I already know it. So I grabbed all the bags. So I basically have every color and also multicolor. So don't let me buy any more. I got my labels, little things for my labels. I got these little guys over here. So if you ever get piece from me, you're gonna receive this, which will tell you how to take care of it. But basically all of them are just like one of a kind, so take care of it as much as you can. Grommet stuff, cards, binding, and like all this like things for sewing and buttons and clips and sizing and yada yada. Then I have my little jewelry bags down here. I'm so proud of them. They look so cute. And you can also reuse them for whenever you're traveling and you want to take care of your jewelry, by the way. Then I got more grommet stuff and then glasses. And then the mini puzzles that I just finished, which I'm going to use for decoration. And then in here, all in here, I have patterns, packing paper, bags for shipping, like everything that I need to do to run the actual business, and then my computer also to run the business. And then all up here I have all the tools and things for my purses, scissors, and the jewelry that was left over because I had so much jewelry and it literally just flew out the door. I only have a few left. It's officially a whole different day. I feel like this studio has taken me such a long time to put together. However, we are here. I hope you enjoyed that sort of tour. I think there's still going to be a lot of finishing touches that I'm going to put on it. So there'll be an updated video somewhat in the future. As of now, that is what I could do. That's the best that I did. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all social media. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.